Touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
50 the mark.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready, black 22, Mike 27. Got one, got one. Showing it, showing it. Green, triple team.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Jordan showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Room here to run. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Come
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Herbert. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
30 base.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Orville, you got tight right there.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Back to throw. Herbert, and my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Tight right. Hey, we got 4 down.
Hey, stop.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, D. Let's go.
Winston now from the 50. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Switch.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Flip it. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The first down throw for Winston. He'll get this to Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. Blue ready.
Check Mike 47. Man, I got you.
Jameis to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? You ready?
Oh, you got D? Man left, man left. Hey.
Here's Winston. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, it's caught by Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 8, read. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, shoot.
Mike 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
65, General West.
65. Switch.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hey. High 7. Big grip.
From the gun, Herbert. And Sanders has got it complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, box drop.
Mike 50. I got it.
Snap.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
Makes the score, Chargers 9, Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The intended receiver there, Allen.
47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is Winston. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Jameis now on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Christian Travis. Let's see. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, wahoo. Go.
On first down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Winston now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jameis now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Alert 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 2-6. Let me go.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Check safety, check.
Green, triple C.
Mike, 27.
Throwing on second down. Winston, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Running with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
At the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the run, watch the run.
5.
Operating from the gun. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
5.
From the gun, Herbert out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 3, check 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Speed grip.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
80 weapons.
Kamara trying again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on third down. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, pull it high.
Get that ball. Check. Switch.
Hey, Delta. 61, matchbox. Go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
218, chop it. Get it.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 60 or. Hey, Haywood.
49 for Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? but he talked about trying.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Come on, set. HE Gator. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, here's Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Saints, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.